In the world we live in today, we see a proliferation of left, progressive, and woke ideology that talks about money. They claim that money is the root of all evil and that capitalism is the greatest obstacle to world peace. But that is a lie. Inasmuch as money and power can be used to corrupt people and nations and plunge a lot of the developing world into systemic graft and corruption, as well as create perverse incentives for people to use greed and use that as a means to uplift themselves at the expense of other people, money, which I believe is a prerequisite in your Maslow's hierarchy of needs to be able to unlock higher levels of actualization, can actually be used to give that starving child from a developing country the meal that they need in order to give them that sustenance and hope to believe that things can be better amidst a world that tells you that you have to be locked in to where you are because of the birth lottery. Money can also be used to cure dysfunction and actually give solace and relief to, let's say, a breadwinner who's been working very hard to the point that they're actually on an organ registry and getting dialyzed on a daily basis because of conditions they have physiologically. Money can also be used to help families and parents who are entrenched in huge amounts of debt because of predatory microfinance institutions that plunge them even below the poverty line and entrench themselves and their posterity in intergenerational poverty. Ladies and gentlemen, money is an enabler of change, and money is a means to an end and not an end in itself. I believe money and capitalism, through technology and innovation, can be a rising tide that lifts all boats to free and prosperous waters that give people the hope to believe that things can get better and that there is actually something worth living for.